My appliances are 15 minutes away. Oh my gosh, I'm getting appliances. I've been living here for over 2 months, operating out of an air fryer, a microwave, a toaster, a grill. Honestly, it hasn't been that bad. It hasn't been that bad. Still a fridge in the basement, but the fact that I'm going to have a fridge upstairs, the fact that I'm going to have an oven again, and like a gorgeous oven too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I think I hear a truck. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Can you guys just imagine? You know what? If this was TikTok, we would stitch this, or, well, I'm not on TikTok, it's called Stitch, right? Walk back. And I don't actually know where I know it's gonna be, but it's gonna be like, boom. And this is gonna be transformed into a kitchen. Can you guys see it? Can you see it? I'm so excited. I'm just waiting on the delivery guy to drive away so that I can show you guys what the heck I've got downstairs. But I need to now contact movers because here's the deal. These hardwoods were supposed to be finished forever ago. I know that I mentioned that in the last video. They were supposed to be finished forever ago. And my guy, like today was the day that he was like, they're gonna be totally done, everything done. Didn't show up, so I texted him and he said, completely forgot. I'll be there tomorrow. So at this point, I think I need to hire movers twice. I think I need to hire movers to put the appliances and things into place, and then I need to hire movers to bring everything to their spots, because the original plan was for me to just wait for the hardwoods to be totally done, and then I would just hire movers once, get it all done, because it's gonna be so much cheaper doing it that way. But I need the appliances in their spots for cabinets and stuff to be installed properly, which means I should contact movers today. I've honestly really lucked out with both deliveries I've had recently, because I had the vanity for the master bathroom dropped off, and they called me ahead of time being like, before we pick a date and we schedule it for you, like, we need you to know it's only curbside delivery. So like, you need to have movers there ready so that they can then move it, because we will not bring it down your driveway. And I was like, okay, reasonable, because Birmingham is very much so a hilly area. Driveways can be incredibly steep going either directions, but my driveway is flat here. And if I can get a 30-yard dumpster down this driveway, I'm like, a delivery driver should be able to get a truck down here. So when they arrived, I just like walked to the street and I was like, any chance you can bring it down the driveway for me? And they did, and they actually dropped it off in a great spot, because they're like, okay, where do you want it? And I was like, pressed up against the house underneath my decking here. Perfect. So now my house looks a little crazy in terms of deliveries, because this is now what I've got going on. First up, I have got my vanity as well as the countertop for it. We've got a dishwasher right here. This is my wine fridge. Below it, both of these, like this one weighs 102 pounds. This one, where is it? Way down here, 108 pounds. Like, these things are gonna be freaking heavy. We've got a French door fridge. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so incredibly excited. And then I honestly forgot, because there was like 2 packages left. I was like, what the heck? This is my range. And I was like, what is this? This is my vent to go above. So all of this, I don't know, like, these should probably have weights on them too, right? This one, I could carry this one by myself. This I 100% cannot. Can we see that? That's a no-go for me. And the fridge is also a no-go for me. So I will most definitely be hiring movers to move quite literally all of that. Hi, I just got appliances dropped off at my house. Any day this week? Can we do like Thursday or Friday by chance? I'm not sure if that's too soon. Perfect, thank you so much. Heck yeah, heck yes, heck yes. Okay. Oh man, this is so exciting. The only thing is like, I'm gonna have the appliances moved, and then they're still gonna be in their boxes, because I then can't get them out of the boxes myself. But hopefully when the guys are here to install the cabinets, we can take them all out, because that's far easier than moving them from like down below. such a cool freaking store. And I'm a little bummed that I didn't find anything that I could use. Honestly, I found so many things that I liked, and it was like the land of super cool lamps, but at the same time, they were very, very pricey lamps. So I almost want to do like a reverse search on like an image type thing and see where these lamps are from and if they should be that expensive, because all of them were over like $200, and I cannot justify spending that much on a lamp. Like, no, I will not do it. But they had such cool things. So I feel like this is a place that like I just gotta keep coming back to and seeing like what new they have in the store, or even like maybe I just gotta like follow them on socials and see like what new is there. But so cool. If you guys live in the Birmingham area, this is Encore. I think you can look up Encore Home, or it says Encore Resales on the building. I literally just found it on Google because I was like, what is on my way back home from that other store? The other store I had been to once before 2 years ago, and I like kind of thought it wasn't my style, but my man actually recommended that I go there, so I went, and I was right. It's just like not my style at all. And I think it all depends on like what they have in stock. It's kind of like a resale store, I guess you could say, or like stuff that like, I guess I really don't even know, but I loved this place. I would love to find another place like it, because it was even like kind of like antique-y kind of vibes. It was just like different. But I think I'm actually just gonna head home and call today a wash in terms of finding furniture. Really the only thing that I need and that I want to find right now is side tables for the bedroom with the wallpaper. Because once I have a side table, then I can figure out the lamp situation, and I would love to do that before Thanksgiving, because I'm such a person where like I really think through having guests around and like what I would like if I was a guest in someone else's home. So like, for example, if you have a guest bedroom and there's only one side that has a table, it's a no-go for me, because I am someone that has glasses. And that means that I automatically need to take the table. But what if the person I'm there with wants to take the table or needs to take the table as well? What if you both have glasses? Then one of you are setting your glasses on the ground, or you're reaching over the other person. No. Everyone needs a side table, as well as you need a lamp beside the bed, because you don't want to be in someone else's home where you don't know the space and you have to turn the light off at the door and then climb into bed. No, you need a light beside the bed. I'm extremely, extremely passionate about those two things, and I have so many other rules in my house that I'm like, if I was a guest, this is like what I need to have. Like, this is what I prefer, so this is what I need to have for my guests. For like legitimately the one time a year I have guests in my house, I really think this like too far through. Let's go home. Raise up my steering wheel. Tonight, I am taking myself out on a date. If you guys listen to the podcast every week, Patricia and I do a little like self-care challenge. So one or sometimes two things that we need to do before we record the next podcast episode, just as a little act of self-love and self-care. And the thing that I set for myself this week is to actually get dressed up and take myself out on a nice dinner date. I love going out to eat by myself now, because let's actually backtrack, okay? Beginning of this year, I set a goal for myself to go on a solo date every single month. That meant dating myself. And it was a way for me to build my confidence. I was really insecure at the end of last year, and I just like felt very uncomfortable, and I wanted to push myself outside of my comfort zone and try new things. And like one of the things that I stopped doing since I became single was going out to eat as often. Like I would get delivery or I would get takeout all the time, but I stopped eating at a restaurant unless I went with friends, because honestly, like I had never eaten at a restaurant myself. So it's like breakfast, brunch, one of my favorite things, but I was like, I'm not in a relationship, and if my friends, aka Cameron, wasn't available, like I just wouldn't go out to breakfast, and that was like such a terrible mindset to me, and I didn't love it. I have to take potty, sorry. So it started with just going out to eat by myself, And then I went to the movies by myself, and I just started taking myself on these dates, and I started treating myself like the love that I deserved. So one of the things was confidence, but the other thing was just like loving myself and manifesting a good relationship into my life. Like, if I want someone else to treat me pretty freaking awesome, like, why the heck am I not treating myself pretty freaking awesome? So I started taking myself out on these dates. Eating by myself has now become a norm. Like, at a restaurant, I freaking love it. Like, I will go to bars and I will eat by myself. I will go out for breakfast and I will eat by myself. I will sit outside at a restaurant and eat by myself. And it is my new favorite thing. Like, I love it so much. And I used to always look at people that could eat by themselves. I'm like, wow, they're so brave. It's like, bro, if you've never done it before, do it. Try it. It's amazing. Couple of tips. I actually shared this on my Instagram stories. Go in with a little bit of a plan of what you're going to do. So I sometimes bring a book. Sometimes I bring my computer, but if I bring my computer, I don't consider that a date because it's like, would I actually be on my computer on a real date? Heck to the no, I would not. I guess technically I wouldn't be reading a book either. But you know, still, just other things other than social media. Actually, with my dates this year, I have forced myself to not work because that is like my comfort zone is working. So like when I'm doing things by myself, I'm like, you can't get on social media. You can't hide from this. You need to be uncomfortable. You need to be in the moment. So go in with a little bit of a plan. And actually someone sent me a DM when I shared that on my Instagram stories. They were like, something else I do is I scope out restaurants based off of like people watching opportunities or just scenery. And that's something that I did when I was in London. I picked a lunch spot where I could sit outside and I could just look at the water and watch like boats go by, watch people walk by, and it was nice to like have that scenery, especially because I actually took the whole week off of social media when I was traveling. So it's not like I had Instagram or anything to scroll. Like, I was just there in the moment. I didn't even have a book. So like I was just chilling fully on my own. But if you're afraid to do it, just like highly recommend it. And if you've never taken yourself on a date before, do it. Date night was fabulous. I made a very silly mistake. I walked in, they asked me, do you want to sit outside or inside? And I was like, it's still a little too warm outside because it's supposed to be fall. No, it was like 84 degrees today in Birmingham. Like, it's hot. It's summer here. So I was like, it's still like a little too hot for me to be wearing like these longish sleeves. So I decided to sit inside. I should have sat outside because I was sitting inside and there were like 3 other tables filled with people, like 4+ parties, and it was just like me chilling in the corner by myself, and I should have sat outside. I mean, I was fine. Like, I was totally fine. I was totally comfortable, but I was like, I think I would have preferred actually just like being outside where it was a little bit like darker, and they had like Christmas lights on the buildings already, and it was really pretty, but it was a good time. So I am going to check out for the night. I'm gonna change, take off my makeup, take out my contacts, brush my teeth, call my man. The fact that I try to come out with a course is hilarious. I'm gonna so ramble in this video. Tequila's my best friend. I love tequila. It's obviously through technology. There was no luck involved. There is money hidden in every single room. Were any of you around back then? You're going to see success. I really hope I'm not drinking alone.